Hello, my friends. Pearlo Wisdom here with Rico and Pearlo's House of Exotic NHL Picks, Exotic Hymes NHL Picks, Frolic. And we're having a pretty good day today. Yes, we are. I'll go over the picks in a bit. I'll wait for a couple people come on. I'm going to be on by myself today. I'm a little late myself. I was out all night with the little lady. Uh, I'll share this out to the land and we will get going. Hymes Body Lube, it's the best. There, I said it. That's brought to you by, this episode is brought to you by Hymes Body Lube. It's the best body lube in the land. If you don't have Hymes, you don't have lube. So, yeah, excellent start, especially we had, remember yesterday, we took the Rangers team total under. We just barely got that. Had to wait for overtime. They did it again. They scored like with a couple seconds left. And I can't remember how much time is left there. And then Colorado did finally ice it away. But Rangers team total under was one of my favorite bets today. We got that. I also loved Columbus team total over, and that hit like no problems whatsoever. I also had the over for that game. So it was an awesome start. I had a little bit on Columbus, but had a little bit on Columbus. Is it still going? Yeah. How come it doesn't show that I'm live here? Just wait. I'm live? How come it doesn't show that I'm live? I want to share this out. View channel. There we are. Live. Okay. Share. Twitter. How you doing, real deal primer? How's your day going? Good. You guys are all going to help me today for the NHL picks as we look at tomorrow's card. Maybe Rico might come on a little later, but I got a message from Exotic, and he went out on a road trip with the little lady today, and it went long. So yes, it is live, Grant. It's always live pretty much when we do this. Because I like doing it live. Like I said, it's just going to be me. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go to a game, and then you guys are going to tell me what you like in the game. And then I'm going to discuss it with you since I have nobody else to discuss it with today. But like I said, I had a really good day today. Really having a good day now. I smashed the Oilers today. Smashed it. That was a terrible spot for Winnipeg. They're up 5-0. I could use a Hopkins assist, but it looks like the Oilers are having mercy on them. I have Wallstedt over saves, and that's not going to happen. I mean, they've only got 5 shots on goal. They disallowed that last goal, but I do have Minnesota money line. The one that screwed me up today was Ottawa and St. Louis. How the hell did Ottawa lose that game? My gosh. You got Hofer in net. They had shot. I mean, I think the Blues only had 3 shots halfway through the game. I couldn't watch it because it's blacked out in my area, but that one screwed me up a little bit. No doubt about that. There, shared it out. Okay. That one screwed me up a little bit for sure. Let's see, what else did I have today? Besides, I had a really good day. It's just a couple games hurt me. I got the over here in the Wings Kraken. Hopefully they don't just sit back and play to the draw. That's the only thing I'm a little worried about there. I got that over 6. The Bruins, I had a money line and in regulation at plus 155, and that scared me because the Devils were playing really well. The Bruins kind of got lucky on that one. They grinded out a win and ended up grabbing it. But the Ottawa game, I had team total over for the Senators. I had money line for the Senators, and they really should have won that game. Also, I had Kachuk over shots. He missed that. That game really hurt me. The Leafs and Canadians hurt me too because I had the over in that. I did have the Canadians, which was good, but I really liked the over and I didn't get it. So I missed a bunch of props on that one. Nothing that was like a major prop though. So it didn't hurt me too bad, especially after I already got the Rangers team total under, the Blue Jackets team total over, the over in that game. All of those things are more than made up for the misses that I had in there. I screwed up on the Lightning. I didn't know Kucherov was out. I would never have played that if I would have known that. I played it last night. I liked the spot for the Lightning. They did outshoot the Islanders, and I thought Vasilevsky was going to be it. Fortunately, I didn't have much on it because it wasn't the best spot for Tampa Bay, so I didn't put much on it. Hurricanes did me solid, though. I had the over in that game. I had Hurricanes over. The shots was like 35. I just took the shots. I didn't take the saves, although that would have worked out really well too. And I don't like taking props with the Hurricanes because you never know who's going to score, who's going to shoot. I mentioned that last night. I did have the Flames, though, because I just thought it was a good spot for the Flames. And I did notice that Cooley was going to be out, but I just had the Flames money line. So overall, it's been a really good night, and there's more going on here tonight or now that looks like it's going to be really good too. So. Yeah, the Devils still can't score. To tell you the honest truth, for the Devils right now, it'd probably be best that they keep losing, so they fire Sheldon Keefe because he's just a terrible coach, man. He's horrible. He's really bad. He's a bad coach. LA, unfortunately for them, they're winning this game against Chicago. I did like LA in that game, but I just left the game alone. The price was terrible. I'll talk about tomorrow's game though when that happens because about tomorrow it'll be interesting for tomorrow. Chicago on a back-to-back against Anaheim. But yeah, I did really well. I didn't have any major props today. I didn't really like the prop market today, and that's rare that happens, except for Kachuk over shots, which didn't come in. But and I had over saves for Bobrovsky. Hey, how you doing, bud? Welcome in. Welcome, Tim, right? It's Tim. Thanks for coming in, my friend. Seems like everybody's out on a Saturday night. I was going to get a couple more people in here. I'm sweating out. I'm not. Oh, Vancouver did score. Now I'm sweating out Minnesota money line here. Jesus. Minnesota can't lose this game, man. Come on. Seriously? This is a terrible game for them to lose. This would be brutal. And this would hurt me too if they lose this game, if Minnesota loses this game. You almost got to start thinking about fading Mini after this if they lose this game. This was a great spot for them to win. But like I said, I had the Oilers huge My Oilers bet makes up for everything. I have a -1.5. I have, oh yeah, and I got Vancouver team total under here too. I need that. I had Winnipeg team total under because I just thought their legs were going to be dead. I had Oilers team total over, -1.5 in regulation. Like I had everything Oilers here. Oh gosh, that's terrible, Tim. Really surprised that Vancouver tied this up. My gosh. Hard to believe that Minnesota can't score on this Topolo guy. Unbelievable. All right. Well, we'll go over the games for tomorrow a little bit at a time. I haven't really looked at them yet as normal. I was out all night with my wife, so I just got in now and haven't had a chance to look at tomorrow's games. What do we got? So what's going on here? I got a refresh here. Okay, we got Colorado and the Flyers first game. She's almost tempted to take I think it's Flyers or nothing here. This is a bad spot for Colorado. 3 games in 4 nights. They had the brutal loss to the Islanders. Then just barely got that win against the Rangers. Oh yeah, I had the draw in that game too. This is another one that I would consider the draw for. It is going to be minor, right, for Colorado. Well, yeah, it should be minor. They're not going to go back to Blackwood again, I don't think. They're not going to ruin him on a road trip like this. What do they have after this? This is a really tough spot for Colorado. I think Colorado will be kind of holding on here. Vancouver's winning now. This screws me right up. My God. Not in a million years that I think Minnesota was going to win this game. Holy crap. Unbelievable. Not in a million years. You know how many cards are going to be ruined by this if the Wild don't come back and win here? Mine, well, it won't be ruined, but because I had so much on the Oilers, I'll be okay. But oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. I'm not even going to get over saves, not even close to over saves for that kid. Holy crap. I'm dumbfounded. Should have known. Ian took an under, team total under for Vancouver. Should have known it wasn't going to come in. As soon as he takes an under anything. But Colorado has, 4 games in 6 nights, 3 games in 4 nights, a back-to-back with Minor in net. I would probably think about maybe an over here. Philadelphia, It's hard to say. This is a tough game. Philadelphia just has San Jose after this. They're going to be so up for this. I mean, I would just take Philadelphia. And then, like, Colorado's got Nashville over this. This is almost like a scheduled loss. And I was going to talk about that too. We're going to have to probably look at more unders. These guys are looking really tired. Seattle scored. Okay, good. So I should get the over in that game. I had Seattle team total over threes too. So got Gibson in net. I don't care who the goaltender is. I go over in that. I go over. I didn't play really any props in this game because it's like two team. I didn't. It was a bad spot for Detroit. I figured Seattle was going to win, and they usually don't. Like, you never know who's going to score for that team. But the reason why I like Seattle is because they have so much depth. But what do you guys say? Philadelphia, Colorado tomorrow. I like Philadelphia first period, maybe. Yeah, except for the Florida game. I thought that might go over. The Florida game was an over for sure. There was just, you got Merzlikins in. I think Philadelphia first period. Colorado coming off of that Rangers win. Philadelphia will be coming balls out. They've been waiting for them. Maybe first goal, first period. Maybe even team total over. Colorado will be probably trying to shut them down and play a perimeter game here. They don't want to get too involved physically, I don't think, in this game, but Philadelphia will. They'll play a little bit on the draw. I mean, Colorado is really good, even on 4 games in 6 nights. But to me, it's kind of a throwaway game for Colorado. It's just a really tough spot. Really tough spot. Let me bring it up here and see if I can find anything that makes sense. LA's up 6-0 now. Wow. I can't believe Vancouver. Jeez. It looks like Edmonton is just going to make this 5-0 and have mercy on Winnipeg and leave it alone so they don't piss them off the next time they play them. Is there a revenge? I'm probably will be a revenge spot. February 2nd, Colorado won 2-0. Colorado's won the last 3 they've played against them. That was in Colorado, so it's a revenge game for Philly as well. February 2nd. No, that was a long time ago. Never mind. That was last year. It's not really a revenge game. But they're going to be incredibly up for this game. Philadelphia's coming off a 5-2 victory over Buffalo, and they have been they've been off now for a couple days too. So give me Philadelphia first period. I'll take Philadelphia for the game at this money. I might even look at team total over. It's just a really tough spot for Colorado. I got to give them some respect. I'll play the draw and all. Yeah, LA scored goals. Is that another goal by Vancouver? My God, I can't believe this. Well, that hurts my day for sure. I'm still green, but that's brutal for Minnesota. Brutal. Brutal. Yeah, never would have guessed this one. And if you would have watching it, they've only had 9 shots on net against Wallstedt. Unbelievable. I mean, I doubt Minnesota comes back in this game now. Anything can happen, but it's not very likely. Not very likely. So that's what I like in that game. Philadelphia first period. You can get that at plus. Oh, wow. Philadelphia is only plus 110. I thought they were plus 130. But it just goes to show you how bad of a spot it is. Oh, that's for the period, plus 110, plus 130 for the game. Team total over for Philly. It's minus 140. They're going to have to score 3 probably. But you got to play plus money when you're betting in NHL, like Ian always says. And if there's ever a spot for Philly to beat Colorado, it's here. It's here. Nietzsche's moving to the country and eating a lot of peaches. Well, yeah, that game just messed me up a bit. That really did. I did not see that coming. Good thing I didn't wow, the only thing I have is Wallstep, and now I'm going to lose 3 bets on that. Yeah. Ugly. Ugly. All right, let's move to the next game. Anybody disagree with me in the chat? Mikey. You think Philadelphia does it tomorrow, Mikey Glove say? Why don't you come on, man? Could use somebody on here. I'm all alone. Can you not hear me? Yeah, volume. Oh, volume picks. Oh, I see. I thought you were telling me to turn the volume up. But what do you think? What do you think, Mikey? You still in there, bud? Philadelphia tomorrow? I kind of like it. I kind of like it. All right, all right. So that is what we're going to take. We're going to take Philadelphia money line first period, especially. Maybe team total over. Check with me in the morning. I'm pretty sure they're going to go with that minor guy. The only thing I don't like about that is when you get goaltenders like that they're dialed in. Like he's playing for NHL money. So I don't think it's going to be easy tomorrow for Philadelphia to score on that guy. All right, next game, Carolina versus the Sharks. Minus 325. My gosh. What the hell do you do with this game? Minus 325. Askarov over saves. It's got to be Askarov. I think that's all I'm going to take on this is Askarov over saves. The only thing is Carolina may just like after that big Nashville angry win that they had, they may not be angry in this one. They may just try to beat the Sharks like 3-0 or something like that. They may do what they did with what do they have after this? After San Jose, Columbus at home. Yeah, it's 3 games in 4 nights, but they're all at home. Believe it or not, that Nashville game is a little bit of a. Did San Jose happen to beat Carolina already? this year. I don't think Carolina's been to San Jose this year. If it was a revenge game, that would be good. But even then, what do you do with it? What do you do with this game? San Jose has not been did not play very well against Dallas. They've had some time off though, and they got fresh legs. Maybe try Sharks and LA Dodgers money line. Maybe Sharks first period. The same thing as I said for Dallas. I mean, it's at that price. I don't know what else you do but take the Sharks. Just throw a little bit of the Sharks and move on, I guess. Anderson will be in net. I think he should be if he's still okay. They played Bussy. I kind of lean the over, except that Askarov is in net. Yeah, it should be Frederick Anderson. I mean, he's not very good. San Jose will be coming out hard. Carolina has Columbus after this, and it doesn't really matter what San Jose has after this, but I have a feeling it might be Florida. No, they got Philadelphia after this. That doesn't really matter. And then they got Toronto after that. I mean, really, all I know for sure is that San Jose. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll put a little bit of pizza money on it. There's not much else you can do with this game. Maybe San Jose team total over. Maybe you can get a good price on both teams to score first period, but probably Askarov saves. But even then, it's probably going to be like 28-29. Carolina came out angry against Nashville. I don't know. Are they going to fuck around against San Jose? They should. They'll probably still have plenty of legs left after that game. So I guess. Yeah, maybe the draw too. Move on to the next game. Not much you can do with that game, really. Maybe some props. Even then, like San Jose looks so bad against Dallas. Like maybe they should look a little better here. But if San Jose is going to beat anybody, either Carolina is just going to screw the pooch in this game and try to lightly beat them and then play Columbus because they got Columbus the next day, but it's like a couple days later. Or they really still mad and they want to, they don't want to lose at home. It's at home. That's the thing. Like, I think Carolina will win this game. I just don't know how to attack it. So if they still want to win at home, just hope that Askarov can save a whole bunch and take Askarov over saves. Maybe to put a little bit on the Sharks. Yeah, we got the over in the Detroit-Seattle game, thank God. It's 3-3 now. Good old Gibson will always bring you the over. Can't keep every shot out. Yeah, I know. Hopefully he can get enough to get him over the saves anyways. Hopefully Carolina's in a shooting mood. They might be shooting more from outside in that game because, like I said, I don't know if they want to get too engaged physically with San Jose tomorrow. You know, they just had there are 3 games in 4 nights and stuff like that. I think they probably want to beat them from the outside if they can. Maybe the under might be the play here. Yeah, actually, I would lean the under. That's probably the play now that I'm thinking about it. What what is the total on this? 6.5. You can get at -130. There you go. Take the under. Florida versus the Islanders. I mean, just they're both on a back-to-back. Florida was home. -170, +142 for the Islanders. They're gonna have Rittich in net. Uh what time does this one start? The Hurricanes is also a day game too, right? Day game, day game. And so is this. Another day game for Florida. The Islanders coming off a day game. They go from Tampa Bay to Florida after winning 1-0 versus Tampa Bay. I mean, I'm going to probably put something on the draw here. It's going to be uh, the Russian kid in net and Rittich. That seems like an over to me if these guys have any legs with those 2 goaltenders. But a -170, I'd probably just throw something on the Islanders. Islanders play. Maybe they're going to go on another one of those road trips that they win everything just like last time. And the Islanders go back home after this one. So it was like a 2 little road trip thingamajigger. Are the Islanders on 3 games in 4 nights? The Islanders are on 3 games in 4 nights. They went home. They played Tampa Bay. And Florida is Florida more rested? No, they're on 3 games in 4 nights, but all of them were at home. Oh, right. Indiana Hoosiers. Yeah, this is a horror. These are like really tough games. Um, but at plus money, I'd probably just take the Islanders. Let's see if there's let's get into the period stuff. Maybe they're both in kind of bad spots. I could see that no goals in first 5 and maybe under 6.5. Total first period over. The Islanders had a really tough game against Tampa Bay. We'll say that. They're probably pretty beat up. Florida didn't have as tough a game against Columbus. It was pretty wide open. But the Islanders really got beat. I think Florida will probably end up winning this. But -170, I don't really like it. Maybe Florida team total over. Yeah, at 6.5, though, it's going to be 3.5. You're going to need to score. Wow, this is a really tough one. It's a really tough one. Florida at home for first period overs is 7-9-0. Away, Islanders. I'm leaning towards Florida second period. Maybe Florida first period too. Because, like I said, the Islanders played that really tough. They're in the worst spot. They got travel on all of their. It's about equal. I think I like Florida second period money line. That would be my play here because I think the Islanders may run out of legs late. But and the draw, just take the draw too. I don't really like doing that with divisional opponents though. That are tight. Like Florida needs points here. They don't need draws. They need points. They're last in the Atlantic. It's two different divisions. What am I talking about? Yeah. The Islanders are in the Metro, right? Florida is in the. So I would take Florida second period. I would take the draw. Islanders are going right home after this. I think they would be happier than shit to take a draw. I'm not so sure Florida would be as much happy for that. What does Florida have next? What should be Toronto or something? Oh, they go on a Western road trip after this. They go out to Utah right after this game. And the Islanders go home to play Vegas, Anaheim, and Tampa. Tough game. I think I'll just take Florida second period. Second period puck line. Let's see, the Islanders coming out of the game. Maybe first period too. They're just in a better spot. The Islanders played a day game in New York. They got to fly to Florida. Get ready. They probably don't have any pre-game much or anything like that. Like this is definitely a Florida spot. So I would take Florida puck line first period and second period. You get plus money on both. Hopefully you hit both. If you only hit one, you're still up. Yeah, you might as well take the under too. Yeah. If it's a 6.5, just take the under. Like these teams are both tired. We're seeing like everybody being tired right now. The Columbus game was an outlier. It's not happening very often, but every game's kind of an under. I think like teams are just getting burnt out here. It's really hard to cap these games because you basically take the team that is less tired, and I would say Florida here. Florida's less tired. The Islanders were fortunate enough, like they got tons of shots on them. They were blocking shots everywhere. Florida played like a back and forth game with Columbus. It's probably Florida. Florida in regulation, Florida second period. I like the second period play, puck line and on both. And maybe Islanders team total under, even though they got the Tarasov kid in, because it's very possible that that the Islanders don't have enough legs in this game to do anything. So that's what I'd do with that game. Let's go to the next game. Pittsburgh versus Dallas. Now, here's one where I think you got two teams that have a little bit of rest in them. This is one where you may look at an over. That's what we should start doing now is like if they're rested, look at taking the over. Dallas goes on the road to play Winnipeg after this. And divisional opponents and then Florida. Oh my gosh, this is almost a Pittsburgh spot again. Pittsburgh just beat Tampa. They flew to Dallas. And when's the last time Dallas played? Dallas played against San Jose at home. It should be Ottinger and Jari. And Dallas is going right on the road after this. This one does seem like an over to me. This I could see as an over because Pittsburgh isn't going to shut anybody down. They're going to play full bore here. Please tell me they don't have a game right after. They're in a back-to-back, front part of a back-to-back. No, they're not. They play Dallas and then they go to Anaheim after this. This one, I do kind of like the over. Yeah, I know. Nothing makes sense, dude. Nothing makes sense. Moose props, yeah. I would take I like the over in first period over here. These two teams are rested. Maybe a little bit on the draw. I don't think Pittsburgh's going to take it easy in this game, try to shut down Dallas. Dallas, it's a look-ahead spot. They're on the road again after this, playing the Winnipeg, which is a much bigger game than this one. So, yeah, this is a really tough card. This is probably why nobody's in the house today, because this card is just crap. Honestly, I think Pittsburgh first period. Dallas isn't a very good first period team. I don't think they played Pittsburgh. I don't think they played Pittsburgh. So, yeah, they see if there's is there a revenge spot in here? Maybe. Just trying to find some picks for you here. First period away. Pretty average. Home, Dallas. Pretty average. Yeah, I like both teams to score first period. It's probably your best play there. Haven't even looked at what the over is for this yet. It's probably you can get sixes out there. I would look towards the over. Jari can't keep this up forever. Pittsburgh seems to be scoring whenever they play. If they win, they definitely score. They very seldom win anything to an under. Pittsburgh's did I see plus 166 for Pittsburgh here? 130. Plus 164 for Pittsburgh. Yeah, just take Pittsburgh. Let's put a little bit of everything on the dog. It's Sunday afternoon. Or is it an afternoon game? I think this is an evening game. Anyways, it's a Sunday, so the crowd's not going to be like too crazy for Dallas. This is a Pittsburgh spot. I don't know if they win it, but at plus 164, you might as well give it a shot, I would say. Yeah, it is afternoon. It's an afternoon game. Give Pittsburgh a shot. It's looking like to just give the dog a shot in every one of these games. Yeah, let's get some Pittsburgh money line. It's a good spot for them. Dallas shouldn't really care too much about this game. You know, I do like the over though. Over at a 6, maybe Pittsburgh team total over. Could see that too. And a little bit on the draw. That's probably what I would do here. Vegas versus the Rangers. Quick is back. I was hoping Quick wouldn't be back, but he's back. And that makes everything different here for this game. Vegas is coming off of that win against New Jersey. I can't trust the Rangers. Are they going to do it again? Like, how many times did I get the last minute? The Rangers are plus 142 with Quick in net. I just take Quick over saves. Schmid played his old team last week or last game, so had the same thing with Husso when he played his old team against St. Louis. I faded him the next game, so you might want to look at the Rangers here. I think you just take all the dogs. What do the Rangers got next? The Rangers are going out for one game in Chicago after this. Can't score. They haven't been able to score. I think Schmid will not be in a good spot here if they play Schmid. Who else are they going to play? They go, oh, could they play Carter Hart here? What if they play Carter Hart? Yeah, I like. What if they play Carter Hart here? Could be. They have the Islanders next, and then Philly, and then Columbus. Where are they going to play Carter Hart? Against the Islanders? The Islanders will have Sorokin in net. Maybe against Philly? Oh, yeah, against Philly. Are they going to play Carter Hart in Philly? I doubt it. I think Carter Hart gets a start here. Rangers haven't been scoring at home. It might be the place to play them. If that's the case, because I think Vegas has been taking it easy and they know they had this road trip and now they're going to try to crush this road trip. I think that's the reason why they were struggling at home for a while. I think they're making a push here. So I don't like the price. Dorothea Hurdle Close Shave Barbershop. Will the Rangers put Shesterkin? Maybe they'll both put their backups in. No. Come back home and play Montreal. When's the last time? Oh, it's Quick. Yeah, it's Quick. Quick hasn't played in a long time. I know he played really, really well, but I mean, it could be a bit rusty here. Just play the draw. Like, what is it with this card? This card is a mess, man. This card is a mess. I might just leave this card tomorrow off. Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to play all the dogs for a little pizza money by so far by the looks of it. I might wake up tomorrow and see things differently, but the Rangers are going out to play Chicago after this. You would think he would. And if they do play Carter Hart, it's going to depend on the goaltender. I mean, Carter Hart still is like an X factor. You don't know. The Rangers haven't been scoring, but probably against Carter Hart they will. It's just totally feels like a draw game to me. I would just take the draw. First period. I imagine Vegas will come out hard in the first period, try to get up Carter Hart's in. Oh, yeah, that's the one. The Rangers suck at first periods at home. I forgot about that. Vegas puck line first period. You got Quick will be rusty. Maybe Vegas to score a goal in the first period. Quick will be rusty. The Rangers just absolutely suck at first periods. Yeah, 1-6-5. And Vegas on first periods on the road are 4-3-5, but puck line first period. And the draw. That's all I'm going to take in this game. Vegas puck line first period and the draw. I don't like, you can play props, but I mean, there's so many X factors in this game. Quick coming back, how is he going to be? If they do put Carter Hart in, how is he going to be? It's just, there's just too many X factors in this game. I hate to say it, but it might be one of the few times in my life I actually don't play anything on a game. Washington, just slam Washington tomorrow. Washington's coming back off that road trip, but Columbus just got finished losing to Florida. They got it as a draw. If there's another, like, this is another one. This is an over game. Take Washington team total over. This is an over game. It's 6.5, but I don't see these teams playing too hard against each other. Like, I mean, as far as like fighting each other, because Washington's coming off of that road trip. They got Carolina they got Carolina like in a long time. So this is like come back from the road trip, play one game. You could almost make a case for Columbus here too. 3 games in 4 nights on a back-to-back for Columbus. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, Washington already spanked Columbus once in a spot like this. Yeah, November 25th, they spanked him 5-1. They spanked him 5-1 October 25th as well. Twice in Columbus and in Washington. This is a revenge game for Columbus. I mean, could they put Lindgren in here? Off a road trip like that. First game back off of a road trip that was successful road trip, even though they did lose against Anaheim. I mean, this is weird spots you're talking about. Like, because of this condensed schedule, your mind is blown. Because of these weird spots, like Washington has beat the shit out of Columbus over and over again. They're coming back off of first game off of a Western road trip, and Columbus played 3 games in 4 nights in overtime versus Florida, which was a day game, and this is an evening game. I Reeves against Thompson. Maybe this is an under. They're both tired. No goals in the first 5 and under 6.5 or something like that. I don't like playing unders with Columbus, but I just can't see them having much legs. I think Washington coming back from the road trip would probably have another Washington puck line second period. It might take Washington some time to get going, but I trust them, their legs more in this spot than Columbus in 3 games in 4 nights against the tough teams that they played against. Greaves over saves. I think Washington should get a lot of shots here. And they'll shoot from the outside a lot because they probably don't want to go balls out. So Chychrun over shots without Carlson. I think they'll go back to the point a lot more here, in which case you probably want to take Wilson for a goal. He's been scoring a lot. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm thinking here. Columbus should be pretty gassed. Columbus team total under, as long as Thompson's in net. But they play Lindgren against. When's the last time they played Lindgren? I know they just played him recently. Merzlikins has played 3 in a row. Yeah. 3 in a row. Why the hell are they not playing Greaves? Washington's winning 4, or Vancouver's winning 4-1. What a voodoo game. Did not see that coming at all. Not at all. 14 shots, 4 goals on the best goaltender in the league. That's crazy. Maybe, you know what? It's possible that like the game before they played Gus, they might have screwed up because maybe he kind of feels like he lost a little confidence with this one because it kind of feels like they're treating him like a backup still or something. I don't know, but yeah, they played Lindgren against San Jose, and they played Thompson against Washington. They may go back to Lindgren here. They may give Thompson some extra time here after that, playing that last game on the road and then the travel time. They may go back to Lindgren. If they go back to Lindgren, Lindgren has played fairly well as of late, but if they go back to Lindgren, Washington. I just don't think Columbus will have the legs. I've enough at this. I'm gonna take Washington puck line first period. Capitals are minus 205. I just looked at the number now, and Columbus is plus 170. It's probably priced right. It's just a terrible spot for Columbus. It's a revenge spot for Columbus, but how much vengeance do they have in them? I just don't think they have much vengeance in them. I just don't think they were going to have that many legs here. Maybe they just roll the puck out and go, yeah, it's not going to be a tough game. If they go back to Merzlikins again for any reason, then I will look towards the over. But this is a really tough game. Really tough game. But I'm going to say Washington regulation or something like that. St. Louis Blues, like, it's got to be Montreal here. Come on. St. Louis Blues just basically stole a game. It's got to be. They're going to have Binnington in. He'll play big because this is a big game against Montembeault. Yeah, this is a stupid tough card. But it's only Montreal for me. I don't care. Montreal's coming off that win against Toronto, though. This is a letdown spot. St. Louis Blues are playing like ridiculous amounts of games on the road and on a back-to-back. They looked like they didn't have any legs against Ottawa and still won the game. Kind of like the under, but it's a 5.5. That's the reason why they have it at that price. Toronto, they played in Toronto, come home to play St. Louis. St. Louis has played like shit tons on the road here. They're coming in fat. They got the win. Boston, Ottawa, Montreal. It's Montreal. Which one's way, way over the past 5, Doug? This one here, St. Louis and Montreal. At 5.5. Oh yeah, it has gone way, way over. Oh my gosh, yeah. Crazy over series. Yeah, can't really ignore that, can you? Over, 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 over. I could see it too. I could see it. Two teams from different divisions. Montreal coming off of an under. Montreal should have the legs here. I like Montreal. That I like for sure. But at 5.5, we're going to take the over. I agree with you. And finally, I'm just going to say this like this. You take the Ducks in every way you possibly can. This is an absolutely horrid spot for Chicago. It's 3 games in 4 nights. They just played the same team twice. That's why it really was an LA spot here. The LA had to win that game. Chicago will give it a go, but it's going to be Husso and net. Play the over, I guess, but play Anaheim team total over. Anaheim's had rest. They're coming in. They just beat Washington, so they're coming in with confidence again. I'm taking Anaheim puck line first period. Anaheim team total over. Anaheim everything in this game. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't see it. I don't see it. So this was only an hour long. Yeah, it's just Alex B. Smith says not so fast, my friend. I think Alex B. Smith even says this is not a Chicago spot. I'll listen to the show tomorrow and see differently, but you think Chicago in 3 games in 4 nights is going to come back and win? Is going to win this one? Really? How do you figure that, Po Body? At the very least, you got to take the team total over. Give me your logic to how that is. It's a good thing I had shitloads of money on this Oilers game because I need to hear your reasoning for that. Okay, don't. But I'd like to hear the reasoning on how Chicago is going to win 3 games in 4 nights. No, on a back-to-back. I know, like, okay, they probably gave up the ghost late because they knew they had Anaheim in there, but is it like, I don't get it. I don't get it. You got me, dude. If Chicago wins that game, then yeah, I got the Blues and Habs over. That's for sure. It's just that series is way over. You got to take it as an over. So makes total sense that I'll do that. But I don't think I'm going to do a clip on this one. It's only an hour long, so maybe I will. I'll do a quick. Hymes Body Loop. It's the best there. I said it. I'll be off tomorrow night, everybody. I'll be on the Ice Guys on Monday. Yeah, I know. I have. I'm taking them way over. I agree. Those series history plays have been the one thing that has been working for over, just like the Seattle Detroit series one here where we hit. So Hymes Body Lube, it's the best there. I said it. Okay, I'm gonna clip this shit I'll do all the quick ones. I mean, this is a really tough card as far as I'm concerned. Maybe sometimes I wake up in the morning and it's like everything is clear to me. But I find this to be a pretty tough card so far. Flyers versus Colorado. I am going to take Flyers first period money line. And I'm probably going to take a little on Flyers full game. Maybe the team total over. I just think Colorado's going to try to shut this shit down, though. That's what they do. But they're on 3 games in 4 nights. If they would have lost against the Rangers, maybe more so, but a little bit on the draw. But I think this is a Flyer spot. I even think Colorado knows this is a Flyer spot. And I don't think they're going to be wanting to kill themselves in this game. They got lots to. They're fat in the sense that they have. They're a lot of points ahead of everybody. I mean, this is a place where injuries happen. When you're playing 4 games in 6, you played against a tough game against the Islanders. You got your 2 points against the Rangers. If you can get a draw out of this, you'd be probably happy. So put a little bit on the draw. Then they got Nashville to spank after this too. They can get a little rest and play Nashville and just spank the shit out of them. I'd definitely be taking that. And then they go home to play Florida. So if they do happen to win this game, though, I might be more on Nashville since they got to play Florida at home after that. But this is a clumsy, I don't really give a shit Colorado road trip, to tell you the honest truth. Because they got, and then then they got Nashville right after the Florida game again. So if they have it in their head, they should have two wins there. With Montembeault. Yeah, I like the over. I will definitely play the over in that game. So yeah, I'm going to take a little bit on Philly there. It's not a bad spot. It's a good spot. Got to play plus money. Carolina versus San Jose. Take Askarov over saves. I'm going to put a little bit on San Jose money line. Carolina's coming in fat. I mean, minus 330. San Jose to score a goal in the first. Something like that. But besides that, it's basically unplayable. It's basically an unplayable game. This is a live game, I think. See how much Carolina comes in hot here. They could still be angry and just want to win more at home because they're really pissed that they lost so many at home. If they do, they will absolutely destroy the San Jose Sharks tomorrow. I would play this live. If they come in soft, then, you start looking more on the Sharks. But since it's pregame, I mean, you got some plus money on the Sharks. Anderson kind of sucks. Maybe you're looking at an over. There's a lot to take in on that game. Carolina's on a back-to-back, but it's well conditioned, and they've been shitty at home as of late. And my gut says that they want to win. They want both of these games at home. They got to go. They're going to Columbus right after this. And if they want it, they'll spank them. But at minus 330, how are you going to play? I think if they want it and they're going to spank them, they'll probably shoot a shit ton at Askarov. So Askarov over saves would be the play. Here. I'm sure it will be Askarov. If it's Nedeljkovic for some reason, then over. Just play the over. That's what I would do with that. Islanders versus Florida. My theory is that the Islanders played the tougher game. They played a really tough game against Tampa. Just barely got past that one. And they're both on 3 games in 4 nights, but the Islanders have been on the road. I mean, they're going to play hard in this game, no doubt about that. But I would look at Florida's second period. Islanders will start and maybe Florida, like do that. Florida puck line first period, Florida puck line second period, draw, something like that. Rittich is in net. The team total over for Florida is probably pretty juiced. But yeah, a little bit on the draw. That's what I would say here. I'm just going to look quick if there's. I think the Islanders beat Florida, I said, right? So this could be a revenge spot for Florida. And if it is, they'll probably win it. They'll probably win it. I'm not really a fan of the price, but I don't really like the price. I could have swore they just. It's been a while since they played the Islanders. Head to head last time they played them. No, it's been since last year. Florida will probably set the pace, thinking they got more legs than the Islanders. It's just a question of can the Islanders keep up. So that's what I do. Florida second period. Islanders aren't a great second period team. They'll either burn themselves out in the first. I mean, they played that really tough game. It's a Florida spot, so you go with what you want on that one. It's a tough game. It's a tough game. Florida shouldn't be getting minus 160 against anybody. Price-wise, you should probably be taking the Islanders. But spot-wise, it's Florida. So maybe you got a draw in there, maybe over first period because of both of the goaltenders. Islanders will have most of their legs in the first period, something like that. Dallas versus Pittsburgh, I'm just going to throw some on Pittsburgh and see what happens. Jari hasn't been playing all that bad. Like maybe Pittsburgh first period, and I kind of lean the over here because both teams have rest. Pittsburgh doesn't really play to the under too often, and if you like them, they're going to score. So, go Pittsburgh team total over. Dallas comes back. I like the over in this game. It's one of the few games that right now, because of all the unders, that I would take the over in. And Pittsburgh first period I like quite a bit because I think they could surprise Dallas here. And they're pretty strong at first period team. So Blue Jackets versus Capitals. Again, this is a weird spot. Washington coming off of a road trip. It's all going to depend on if they play Lindgren here. Because Thompson played against Anaheim. And they may want to just rest him right up for the next game. And then Greaves would be in net. It's a revenge spot. Take the draw. I thought about it over and over again. I think you just take the draw here. I do like maybe Capitals first period puck line. They're really good at home on first periods, but coming off that road trip, that's not really a good idea either. So over first period, maybe both teams to score. Columbus should have most of their legs in the first period. Make sure Greaves is in net. If it's Merzlikins versus Lindgren, just play the over. I mean, they don't even have to get lots of shots for that to get over. Merzlikins is not very good. So I definitely would do that. Vegas versus the Rangers. Tell me if I'm missing any games here, by the way. Vegas versus the Rangers. Quick first game here. Back. It's probably a little bit rusty. Again, we don't, if Hart's in, there's so many factors in this game that are voodoo, really. Um, oh, Detroit scored. Wow, Detroit scored. It looks like they're going to win in regulation. Crazy. Um, yeah, so it's a very difficult game. I would look at the draw for sure. Look at the draw. Vegas played really well against New Jersey, but New Jersey kind of sucks. And Florida hasn't been able to score at home. That's been the problem all over the place. So I do think Hart's going to be in here. So it's a question of like, how good is Hart going to be? My lean would be Vegas with him with the Rangers taking off on a road trip after this. They got the draw out of. I think Vegas is kind of in a business mode here. They are the better team. There's no doubt about that. They are the better team, and this is New York. So the more I think about it, the more I'm liking Vegas. I just don't trust the Rangers to score. I trust Vegas to score more. So Vegas in regulation is what I'm looking at. Like I said, I just don't trust the Rangers right now. I don't trust them. If Hart's in net, it makes it difficult. It's not my favorite game in the world, but the more I think about it, that's what I think I would take. All right, next game. Blues versus Canadians. We just discussed it. This is an over series. Like, look at the last 6-7 games. This has just gone over. It's kind of a tough spot to get an over in because the St. Louis Blues are on a back-to-back. Montreal's on a back-to-back. They look like they had pretty good legs against Toronto, but they just didn't score. But because of that, I just got to take the over in this game. And I think Montreal should win it. St. Louis has been on the road forever. Montreal needs home wins right now. Montembeault and Binnington in it. Yeah. I'd look at the over. I would look at maybe my Montreal first period here, second period for sure. St. Louis Blues, their legs got to start running out after a while. It's another one. This is the end of a really long road trip. Surprise win over Ottawa. They didn't deserve to win that game, not even a little bit. So they might be coming in a bit satisfied here. I do like Montreal. It's what, minus 142. Take them on Montreal money line regulation, but definitely put most of the money on the over. And I suppose if you're going to do that, then you really got to look at Montreal team total over. It should be a spank spot here for Montreal, even though they just played against Toronto. It's a bit of a letdown spot. So with that in mind, St. Louis will probably pot a couple. So even more reason to look at the over in this game. That's going to be the biggest bet here. And I'm a little nervous now only because Pobody Nerp came in and said that this is a Chicago spot. That Chicago is going to win this game. 3 games in 4 nights, 2 against LA. Soderblom in net, and I know it's against Husso. Just feels like an over, and Anaheim all day. Anaheim team total over. I could see an over. I mean, if it's going to be Chicago, could it possibly be an under here? Soderblom's just going to stop everything in this game. I don't know where you see Chicago in this, or What does Anaheim have after this? Is this some sort of a look ahead? Well, you think this is going to take? They're going to take this lightly? Anaheim is going on the road after this. They're going out east. I think Chicago's beat them twice too this season. So this is like a heavy revenge spot. It's a heavy revenge spot for Anaheim. I don't think they're screwing around with this game. Oh, and you got the whole Quenneville thing. We didn't talk about that. Chicago beat them at home with Quenneville, right? Now you got Quenneville in your own barn, and Chicago's coming to town. I just don't see the theory that Chicago wins this. I'm going to listen to Alex tomorrow on the Ice Guys for sure. If he's on, I don't know. He might not be on. Hope he is, but his picks will be in there. Maybe I'll message him. We have a group chat. Maybe I'll message him and see what he has to say. But that's my full 42, everybody. And we had a couple shares yesterday. You're going to be getting our gift basket of Hymes Body Lube products and some pearls that we put in there. Some fantastic. There was an assortment of flavors of pearls for you guys. A nice pearl necklace. Everybody loves a pearl necklace, especially around the season, right? So you'll get one of those. And Hymes Body Lube, it's the best. There, I said it. Don't forget to go to Puck In Deep. You can see my latest episode of Puck In Deep there go into all my videos and stuff like that, and you'll see that. Also, I am now on Tony's picks. Would you like to give me appreciation? Maybe once a month, just go over and buy one of those picks from me. Take my best bet. I always have best bet every day. Make some money, and you get to do a little donation for all the work and love that we have together here almost every night, except for tomorrow night, on Pearlos, Rico and Pearlos' house of exotic NHL picks. Frolic. See you later, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Okay.